Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about female stuff, the menstrual cycle, and also sharing some of my own personal experience as a female. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to deal with the obsessive thoughts, especially during certain times or certain time period in our menstrual cycles. I'm gonna be talking about things because personally, I do have a lot of the obsessive thoughts when I'm especially in the luteal phase, at the late luteal phase, about to start with the periods. And I think that it's normal to have those thoughts because of the hormonal stuffs, and which I'm going to be covering. And I'm also going to be sharing some of the tips and some of the tricks on how I actually deal with that. Hopefully it will going to help you. So let's get straight with that. Before we go past, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing to the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, you can read more blog articles and more stuff. The link is in the description box below, or you can very well visit the website thesimplebabes.com. You can grab the PDF bundle planner if you're looking forward for taking care of more of yourself, or self-care planner bundle entirely based on my experience and knowledge. It's a PDF planner. The link is in the description box below. Without further ado, let's talk about how to deal with the obsessive thoughts. Now, at times, the obsessive thoughts is not just about the females. No matter what your gender look like, we do have the obsessive thoughts because we are a human. We are not a robots. But I'm going to be sharing some tips that are more specific to the females, because I'm going to be talking about the menstrual cycle stuff, because hormones does have an impact on our menstrual cycle, on also on our emotions and mental attitude and behavior. So gonna be sharing some tips specifically for the females, and some tips would be general. The first tip that I have for you is to general it out. Now this is the general thing, and it applies to anyone and everyone. General it out why you are having obsessive thoughts and about what. It's about someone or something, or something happened in your life. Maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing, or you're obsessed about some particular dream life that you really want to have, or you really want to get started with your business, so that's why you're obsessed about the business. I mean, obsession can be good and can be bad. Without actually understanding what that obsession look like for us and why we are feeling that, it would be very hard to deal with that. So having a general, or maybe a piece of paper and pen, just write it down why you are feeling those thoughts, what actually triggers them, what you could do to deal with them, whether these are positive emotions or negative emotions. Obviously, once we are write it down on a piece of paper, everything gets more clear to us, and when we can figure it out. The second tip that I have for you, specifically more related to the female phases we have in our cycle, I have already made a bunch of the videos talking about that. I'm going to leave those videos in the description box below. You can very well check it out. I have already talked about how the things vary according to our 4 phases of the cycle. But one thing I'm going to tell you, in the luteal phase, when the hormones dip a lot, there is a huge decrease in the hormone just before the periods. In the late luteal phase, you might feel the obsessive thought, able to feel all those emotions because your hormones are not at high level. Estrogen and progesterone are very low. In fact, estrogen is kind of like a mood lifting hormone. You feels great when estrogen is on high, especially in the ovulatory phase. But in the late luteal phase, just starting with the periods, just few days before the periods, you might feel a lot of obsession, a sadness or depression, anxiety. I do feel a lot many times, kind of like a mood swings a lot. One time I'm feeling happy, other time I feel like I'm sad, I'm depressed, or I'm obsessed about something or the other. And it's kind of like a normal, but once you feel like it's actually affecting your life, you're not able to do the things, it's affecting your productivity, you need to do something over here. Now what you can do, you can sync your food stuff with your cycle. You can sync your exercise, your routine, your workout with the cycle. Along with that, I would recommend you to spend more time with the nature. Maybe look at the birds, maybe distract yourself from these feelings, because this is the feelings or thoughts that you're having specifically in this late luteal phase are not permanent. These are temporary, right? If they are not directly related to something or the else, that means they're gonna pass away soon. So you need to distract yourself kind of like a little bit, so that maybe you feel better about it. Ask for an expert help, a gynecologist help on this particular area. Maybe they can help you. If not, then I'm gonna be moving over to the third tip to deal with that. If you feel like you are having so much obsession, and no matter how good generaling you're doing, you're syncing your food, your work schedule, your workout, everything with the cycle, but still these obsession thoughts are not going away. I mean, these are affecting your normal life, these are affecting your daily life. What you could do? Just ask yourself why you are feeling that way. I mean, tell you that when we have these obsessive thoughts, whether good or bad, these are giving us some signs or the other. Like our body is giving us some signs. Maybe you're obsessed about a relationship. Maybe you're obsessed about a guy whom you want to date. Maybe you want to talk to something about someone. Maybe you want to get started with your business, or you want to get started with something or the other, and that's why you're obsessed about that. What is this obsession? This obsession will going to tell you the detailed stuff about the things, or the things that you actually need to reflect on, to generally now to feel what's happening in your life. Or sometimes these obsessive thoughts may give you some signs and symptoms for your relationship with your partner, personal relationship, or something or the other. They're gonna give you some kind of like a signs. If you're obsessive about the negative thought, take a look at that, what it actually look like and why you are having it. Go into the deep root causes of these obsessive thoughts, because naturally they are giving you some signs or the other, and maybe you can do something over here to deal with them. The another tip that I have for you dealing with the obsessive thoughts is change your routine. Yes, I am a person who feels so much bored when I'm in the same routine every day on the day. I get so much bored. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have every day a new routine or something like that. No, it's just that I get bored. I need a change. I need a change of the routine. Maybe go out with friends, maybe hang out with your partner, maybe change your meal, try something new or do something new. Try to change your routine, maybe focus more on the self-care, maybe take a good hot shower, bath, or have a spa, or have your skincare routine. Do something that you don't do normally in your day-to-day schedule. That is something that you can do to yourself, to give yourself a special treatment to deal with these thoughts, because we need to treat ourselves like a small babies, and we do have a feelings and emotions. It's not that we are, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we are still human, and we need to treat ourselves like a human instead of be too hard on ourselves. Last tip that I'm going to share is that give yourself a special treatment during this phase. I try to do this, okay? It literally helps. If you feel like you have generally out all your obsessive thoughts and there is nothing that you can take it out from, there is no signs and symptoms, it's just the part of the process, it's just happening because of your hormones, then change your routine. Give yourself special treatment. Maybe you cook something else for you, maybe get something amazing, or buy good dress which you really want to buy, and maybe go on a date, or maybe hang out with your friends. I mean, do something which makes you feel really special, which makes you feel good, happy, which actually makes you feel more enjoyable. Maybe if you don't want to do anything, just have a song and just dance. I'm telling you, dancing is such a healing. It's also an exercise. It's a great form of exercise, but also is a great part of healing, because when you're dancing and you are moving in any random direction, your hands, your body, it just kind of like relieves all the tension, all the stress, and you feel normal, like you feel get back to normal. And that sometimes when we are having these obsessive thoughts, it's just better to let them pass away, let them go away, instead of actually holding on to them, instead of actually creating a tension around that. It's better to allow them to flow, and the best way you could flow is the meditation, exercise, yoga, dancing, or maybe doing something that makes you feel really special, that makes you feel like you're forgetting your day, and that makes you feel in the zone. I mean, you could do a painting, you could write a book, you could hang out with the friends, watch a movie, or watch a Netflix show, whatever it is, guys. Just change something and give yourself a special treatment. Maybe that special treatment could look like to your special skincare routine for your face, or having a hair care routine for your hairs. I mean, it can be anything depending on what you like and what you don't like. Obviously, it will going to vary. But these are the some tips that you can use to deal with the obsessive thoughts. Now, obviously, I'm not an expert in this area. Everything that I'm sharing is based on my experience and knowledge. So hopefully, this will going to help you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, there could be many more tips, many more ways to dealing with the obsessive thoughts. These are the some of the ways that I personally deal with them, because I do have a lot of the obsessive thoughts, especially in the late luteal phase just before the period. Sometimes it's giving me some signs, and sometimes it's just the natural part of the process, and I allow them to just pass on. And when that phase is gone and menstrual cycle is gone, I'm beginning to start with the follicular phase, I feel back to normal. So yeah, hopefully these will going to help you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'll get us in the next time. Till then, take care. Bye, guys.